Sorry. What was it talking about?
What's up, y'all? We got another episode of Beattie Buffs, episode 12. Action.
What's up, everybody? Alright, this one, it's going to be a little... I didn't expect to see this movie, but there's going to be a little bit of variance in what I see. There's going to be a lot of movies that people are going to expect me to review, like really big mainstream blockbusters, basically movies with The Rock in it. I'm probably not going to fucking watch those because it irritates me how much people like those movies, but they're really... I'm trying to figure out like the right words, like giant pieces of shit. I'm going to try to avoid those at the same time watching, finding a decent mix, because I don't want you guys to just be watching absolutely like, oh, I saw this indie film, it was fucking awesome. I saw this other indie film, it was fantastic. Not so much of the indie films. I want you guys to see the differences. You know, mainstream stuff. You can get really good mainstream movies, and you can get really shitty indie films. But those, usually the side of the spectrum, those indie films are usually better. And blockbusters are a little bit, catered to, bright colors and fucking trolls and trolls in particular. Trolls isn't that bad, because my girlfriend's gonna kill me if I say it's shit. But that type of thing. It's like bright colors and singing and dancing and all that shit. So whatever, I had to get that out. This one is a little different. It's called Midnight Sun. Didn't expect to see it, but whatever. March 23rd it came out. Overall on this one, so Midnight Sun is like a love story. It's a Notebook type of deal. 6.5 out of 10 is what I gave it. Not that bad. It's like right on the cusp of 6.4. It could have been a D, but it's a D minus. 6.5 I had to give it. So acting on this one, I'll be honest, I have a bit of a problem with Bella Thorne. She's okay. I want to say humor-wise, she can do better than she can do with serious. This was a serious role. She didn't do that bad. So she was the main character. Schwarzenegger's boy's in this one. He didn't do that bad. We all know him as Pow! Pow! From Step Brothers, The Hangover. I'm trying to remember what else he's in. But yeah, you'll know when to show a picture of him somewhere in this area. Those were pretty much the main characters in there. Acting was pretty good, so 0.7. Oh, I actually, like I said, on the next slide, it was going to have everybody. Bella Thorne, main character. Patrick Schwarzenegger. Patrick Schwarzenegger. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds better than Patrick Schwarzenegger. It's really hard to say. Rob Riggle. I need to remember that. I don't know how I don't remember names all that well. Yeah, he was the dad. He's the pow guy. Quinn Shepard. Not exactly sure who that was. So those are the main people in there, main actors in there. Yeah, camera work. It was enough to pass. I gave it a 0.7. Nothing too crazy. It's not like experimental shots would work all that well. It was pretty, and like the shots of the sun and the sunsets and all that stuff. The sun has a lot to do with this movie, so nature kind of shots were sprinkled into this one, which makes sense. So 0.7 is not bad. Camera work, all that stuff. Director, his name is Scott Speer. He is known for, all the Step Up movies. Now, if I would have known that prior to this, probably wouldn't watch this movie, because the Step Up movies are a little silly to me. With that being said, the first one wasn't that bad, wasn't that great. The second one appeals a little bit more to me. Fuck. Sorry. allergic to my own bullshit. The second one wasn't, I would say probably would be one of my favorites. I haven't even seen the third one. My mom loves all the Step Up movies, so she probably loved this fucking movie too. Character development in this was fairly essential, and they did a good job, so full point on character development. Editing's pretty sound, gave that a full point. Okay, so humor, I mean, with Rob Riggle in there, I kind of thought it would be funnier, but it's more of a serious movie, so I was a little bit let down on that one. Bella Thorne, she had a couple of awkward moments that were supposed to be funny, but I legitimate saw Emma Stone in those moments, killing it, making it actually funny. I feel like she probably should have been casting. I kept seeing her killing it in the awkward moments. So with the humor and everything like that, Bella Thorne's just not funny. She's not really a great actress. Music wasn't really pronounced. It's important in movies, so but for this it kind of lost a couple of points. I gave it a 0.8. She does play the guitar in this one, and she has like one song that she sings and stuff like that, and then she performs live. Other than that though, there's not really like a lot. So 0.8 is all it's gonna get. And originality, this is a love story. It's got its own twist to it, without following the same formats of, you know, usual, like typical love stories. The originality to this would have been very high. But I found out some things about this movie that kind of disappointing. So I had to give originality big fat 0. I will explain myself, but later on. I would say my favorite character, dealing with like proper casting and stuff like that, I gave it a 0.8. My favorite character though probably was the dad, Rob Riggle's character. She had a friend. She was actually fairly funny at times. She was probably second, proper casting. So Schwarzenegger actually didn't do that bad. I expected a little bit worse because his dad's acting range is very small. But he didn't do that bad. So proper casting, I gave it a 0.8. I still think that Emma Stone would have been better in this. It probably would have brought more of a seriousness to this role, because of how great of an actor she is. Bella Thorne kind of took a gamble on that one, but whatever. You know, some people might like her. I think my girlfriend might have liked her. So, but that's just me. That's how I see her acting career. It's a lot like her music career. It's a little silly at times. Well, her music career is all kinds of silly, but her acting career is a little less silly than her music career. She's not that great of an actress. I don't know why I'm trying to get so deep in an explanation. The proper CGI, I don't think they really ever used any CGI. That wasn't really needed in this situation. So for that, properly using that CGI, I give it a full point. And here we go. We got the storyline. Now, I'm just going to say it. The storyline was fairly original in the movie sense of me, not really knowing much about this movie. She's got this disease. She grows up in her house every day. This boy, on a skateboard, he would ride by going to school, and she thought he was fantastic. She ends up getting older, or runs into him at a train station. She, for the longest time, doesn't tell him about her disease. He just thinks that she's really busy during the day. She can only hang out at night. And they ended up staying out way too late one time. The sun rose. She got exposed to the sun, and just the slightest amount of sun can kill her. And it does. I've never seen fucking Rob Riggle cry, but man, that guy, when he cries, that's some sad shit. I felt really bad. She ends up finding out that she is gonna die. So she just tries to live out like her last day just in the sun, Now, that's just the movie side of everything. My girlfriend did a little bit of research because she liked the movie a lot. Come to find out that it was a stolen concept. So that's why I gave originality a big fat 0. And I used stolen because it was stolen. There was I want to say it was a Japanese or Chinese story that was written. A girl, she has XP. Weird. She has XP. In this, in the American story that was written. In the Japanese version, it's the spitting image of what was done in the movie and the American story and all that stuff. This person who wrote the story in America didn't say that, hey, this is where I got the idea from. I read this book. The Japanese writer wrote it, gave no credit, no anything like that, so it's like it just totally stole this. And that's why storyline originality had to get a big fat 0, because it's like you can't promote thievery. Whether or not you like the movie or not, you have to stand up to stuff like that. With that being said, the movie, with just its entirety and stuff like that, it actually wasn't that bad if you didn't know all this other shit about it. But that's the whole point of this, is like, me trying to do like a little bit of research. My girlfriend helps with that too, especially if she likes a movie. She likes to read up on all kinds of stuff about it. So she found all this out. She was, pretty pissed off by that. That pissed me off as well, because it's just somebody stealing ideas, original ideas, and then, but all they had to do was give credit. Originality wouldn't have suffered that bad. I probably would have gave it like a 0.5 or something. Storyline wouldn't have suffered that bad too, because it was already pre-written, but it was a solid storyline. So I probably would have given that like a 0.8 or a 1. But it was all stolen. So you can't respect that. Drop a little knowledge on you guys for that when you watch it. But I'm sure if you're a girl and you like these type of freaking movies and stuff like that, it's probably not going to bother you at all. Especially with society the way it is now. It's like, you can steal whatever you want, put it, and it's all about making money and shit like that, but I'm not going to support that. So that's why I had to 0 those categories. Because it's bullshit. Give credit where credit's due, and that's it. You can make the movie. The movie was actually not that bad. But, do stuff like that, and that's where you suffer. So, but this one was, definitely fun. So, catch you guys on the next one. Later, guys.